What is up, YouTubes? It's Spirit Wave back again with another Union Arena video. And today we got grand finals of locals. I told you guys I was going to record grand finals, whether I made it or not. And we were not so lucky this past week, but it is what it is. Today we got my boy Andrew on Mechamaru versus my boy McAllister on Blue Bleach. And let's see if McAllister can have better luck on Blue Bleach, more luck on Blue Bleach than I did. So yeah, this video is gonna be split into two. It is best 2 out of 3, and as you can see, this first video is only like a minute, like 2 minutes. But I wanted you guys to see the beginning of the first game. So McAllister goes first. He plays Rukia and he passes, and then our purple Mechamaru. He plays a searcher. He searches another searcher, I'm pretty sure, because she can search herself, and he passes. Because I play a little bit of the purple high school, purple JJK. Now Blue Bleach goes for Kisuke. He's searching top 3. He's probably going to grab Ichigo Raid. I don't know why he wouldn't grab Ichigo Raid or why he's even thinking. So yeah, grab Ichigo Raid. And yeah, like I said, this is split into two. So I got the other video for you guys. It's right here. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is still kind of where we left off. So yep, he had played the Kisuke, and sorry, let me speed it up for you guys. I know we do a lot of things on the fly here, but that's just how we roll. He plays out the action, or not the action to the cost to Ichigo in the back line, and he passes. Um, Andrew might be a little bricked. He didn't action point draw. He just plays out a Mechamaru to get his energy online, and he passes. McAllister searches Orihime and discards. He discards his name is Zangetsu, which I don't agree with. I don't think you should ever discard that off of Kisuke, but I would have discarded the Zangetsu, but that's just me. And now he played the Zangetsu to draw to keep his hand healthy, a card I did not see in tournament, and he just decides not to play anything out. I mean, I guess he's just not trying to overextend, but I feel like he could have played out something. He could have. I guess he doesn't want to raid on top of that 2 cost Ichigo, because usually a lot of Blue Bleach players, well, the ones that I know at least, want to keep that Ichigo back there so for the late game to go for game. So that's why he probably doesn't want to raid on top of it. But Andrew plays, I believe that's Mahito. The glare is terrible. I'm sorry about this, guys, but he plays out Toto in the front. And then and I told him to sit here, which is the sad part. He plays out another searcher. He's gonna, and then I guess he whiffs, or he grabs something. Use Toto effect to switch with something, and probably gonna do the thing he should have done last turn. Rated to Ichigo minus, and then he just blocks the last one. But yep, going to turn 3. Yeah, I think this turn 3. Just play Orihime, bounce back Kisuke in his name. I guess that's why he did it before, because he was going to bounce it back to his hand with Orihime anyway. Then he plays Bounce Ichigo to bounce something back to 4,000 or less back to hand. He draw one, trash one. Then he plays Juji Show to give his Ichigo double attack, and then he has to bottom deck one. So he's going to swing 4K first attack, restand 4K, or 5K actually, and pass back to the purple JJK player. So now, let's see what we got here. The Blue Bleach player is slowly establishing his board. And like I've noticed with Blue Bleach, is if you are able to keep your energy up and establish a board, and not like establish some form of bodies, like you just kind of win the game. But if your opponent has any form of removal to like stop your tempo, it kind of kills Blue Bleach. Like Blue Bleach is, it has some tempo pieces with the action 2 Ichigo, but it's kind of like like once the deck gains momentum, it's just over. So I'd say it's one of and a lot of blue decks are like that. Once they gain momentum, it's just a GG. But he specials the Ichigo, and I believe with his special, it could be a new special. I think this is the new Mechamaru special, but the old one used to say that your opponent can play out like a 3 or less. But I guess it is a new special with the new Mechamaru cards. He plays out Miwa and draws one. Maybe it's draw one, trash one. Yep. I don't know what a lot of these purple JJK cards do, but a lot of the concepts are the same. So then he uses Toto to switch again, and then he gets another raid off of life. He freezes that one, and well, actually it's only on his turn, so Andrew's probably gonna read that. That Rukia is only on his turn that it freezes infinitely. But yep, yep. So there you go. Yep, he used the Ichigo effect to draw one trash run. He trashes Zangetsu, so Ichigo can't be blocked by 3 careless. Is a good play. He plays out Ichigo, draw one trash one. Probably, yep, trash Zangetsu to draw again. Keeping the hand size nice. Raising the Ichigo, minuses 2 of them by 15. Juji Show, give him double attack and bottom deck 1. And he still has 1 action point left. Probably going to establish his energy. Most likely, yep. So then he plays out the Ichigo. Yep, first attack. And that Ichigo cannot be blocked for, not this one attacking, but the other one cannot be blocked by 3K or less. Swings again. Nothing out of life. Swings 4K, cannot be blocked by 3K or less, and then swings another 4K with the Rukia. Yep, and as he passes, and Andrew is just, his life is just ass. He's gotten like maybe 3 or 4, at least 3 or 4 bricks out of life. And our McAllister, he's gotten a Ichigo raid out of life and a Rukia raid out of life. And as you can see, as long as you have your energy set up in Blue Bleach and you're able to raid out of life, it kind of just stops your opponent's attacks. So having your energy set up in Blue Bleach is somewhat of a defensive mechanism. Like, I know Blue Bleach has a lot of attacking with the double attack and the freezing and the bouncing, but if you have your energy established, which all good players do, you can stop a lot of aggression from your opponent. So that's just something to keep in mind for you guys out there who are playing Blue Bleach or plan on playing Blue Bleach. But let's see what happens here. Andrew moves up. Well, he doesn't even move up. He activates main the Toto, and then raids Toto in the back line, which was a smart play. He switches the Rukia with the Orihime, and his Toto gains double attack. Both of them gain double attack. Now he's probably going to switch to Ichigo with the Kisuke. Yep. Wow. Really nice plays here. Double attack. Yep. Blocks with the Kisuke. I like it. Blocks with Orihime. Yep. I like it a lot. Yep. And he gets to draw a card. Okay. He had one more swing. I don't know where that Ichigo raid. I guess he had one more swing and he got the Ichigo raid out of life. But now he's just going to move everything up and just probably swing out for game. So now that Ichigo cannot be blocked by anything, essentially. Because he discarded Zangetsu. And then, yep. Yep. And then he's probably going to discard another Juji Show for Ichigo. Yep. He's learning. He's learning. Yep. And then he's going to discard Juji Show for Ichigo effect. Oh, he has to get the 3 energy to discard. Oh, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. It's activate main. So discard Juju Show, draw 1, bottom deck 1. And man, a Blue Bleach player is just doing really well at keeping his hand size. I'm learning here. So he swings once with Ichigo. He could block, but he's deciding not to block. Yep, he's swinging 5 times. And then unblockable. What? Oh, well, I guess he had a 3,500 on the field. I guess, yeah, I think Mekamaru is a 3,500 because basically Zangetsu says it can't be blocked by 3K or less, and then Ichigo says can't be blocked by 4K or more. But if you have a 3,500, that is kind of like the cheat code. So, yeah. So his Toto, I don't think it has double attack anymore. It's just a regular. Or, yep. So I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what just happened, honestly. I have no idea what just happened. I discarded the fourth. It's like the fourth Juju show. And our blue Bleach player is just living on a prayer right here. And now the Ichigo can't be blocked by 4K or more. Swing 4K, restand, swing 4K. Yep. And I don't know how our blue Bleach player is surviving right now. Yep. And he's at more than 8 cards, so he's discarding. Yep. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, he moves everything up, which I agree with. Trying to get some damage in. Searching top 5 for a high schooler. Searches herself because she can do that. He has to discard one though, which he did. He might search again, maybe. He just swings out. He doesn't care. Block. Rukia raid. Renji raid. And he just blocks the last one so he doesn't swing it. Okay. See what happens here. He must have a Bankai in hand. Wow, he's still drawing cards. He's looking. Oh, he has Bankai. Plays Rukia. Probably gonna Bankai. He's thinking. He's gonna need at least like 2 Bankais to really do something here. I think he has it. So let's see what happens here. He's used like 3 specials, I think, 3 or 4 specials. But now he's going to play Ichigo, draw one trash. Play Rukia in the front. And he doesn't use his Bankais. Why? Why did he use his Bankais? I don't know what's happening here. I have no idea what's happening here. But Blue Bleach is surviving. That's all we're doing here is we're surviving. He plays out another searcher. Searches for Mekamaru raid. He has to discard one though. Discards Toto. Establishes his energy. Probably gonna Mekamaru raid next turn. If there is a next turn. He blocks. Blocks. Block again. Or maybe just take. If it's his final, this man is just better. Nope. Go to the game 2. So game 2. Yep. He plays out he establishes energy, pass back to purple JJK for their turn 2. Discarding some cards. I guess he's a little bricked up. Guess he can't establish his energy. He's probably just gonna discard 1 or 2, and then pass. Yep. So he's bricked up. Moves up Ichigo. Plays out Orihime. And then plays out Renji. Probably gonna discard 1 to restand. and then play play his name to refill his hand. I like it. And nothing for the purple JJK, and blue Bleach passes back. So that is pretty much like a standard turn 3 for blue Bleach. Just move up, play Renji, establish energy. And it looks like purple's still kind of bricked up. So just gonna pass back to blue Bleach. Blue Bleach establish some energy. Plays out Ichigo. Gonna discard Jujisho, bottom deck 1 to get double attack. Another Jujisho. Wow. To give him double attack. Wow. So he's gonna draw. Yep. Get his hand back. Yep. Restand. Get it. Yep. Get that hand back. Then he's gonna swing again. Another double attack. Wow. This is a crazy turn 4. And then he gets lucky. He gets a special out of life. But man, he was about to go down to 1 life on turn 4. And yes, mind you, he is bricked up. We get it. But man, that was a crazy turn 3 for blue Bleach, taking advantage of the purple JJK player being bricked up. Domain expansion after he finds the bridge card to get his energy online. Might be too little too late. Unless he has another Bankai, maybe. Or another energy extender. He does not. He's going to play it in the back line, draw and trash one with Miwa. Discards homegirl. I don't know her name. And then he's just going to pass. He probably sees the writing on the wall and probably just going to be moving on to game 3. Yep, plays out another Ichigo. Probably going to raid into Ichigo. Nope, raids in the Rookie of the rest. Wow. Wow, and gives the Ichigo. Yep, cannot be blocked. Yep. Yep, gets an active. Yep, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Let's move to game 3. Game 3. And man, I know some of you guys are thinking, where's the time? Do you guys not time your locals? And that's something we might have to do in freaking Grand. I mean, I don't know. Just the fact that we do the best 2 out of 3, I don't think that we could set a timer up, because you know what rules would the time be based upon if we're already living outside the rules by doing best 2 out of 3. So you know what I mean? But I don't know, it's just something that we have started doing because not everybody, but some people who may be watching this video say, oh, Top Cut in Union Arena is best 2 out of 3. And I guess they tell themselves that that's what we're practicing for by having best 2 out of 3 in Grand. But the reality of it is that they all come from Yu-Gi-Oh! And they just want to play best 2 out of 3. I think best 2 out of 3 does prove who has like the better deck in that series. But in the same breath, like, I'm a firm believer in just like playing by the rules. And Bandai games before COVID, I heard they were, but post COVID are not best 2 out of 3. So, but anyway, that's me just ranting. He does Toto effect to switch with the teacher on the back line, and then the blue Bleach player gets a color trigger out of life, and he's probably thinking on what to bounce back. He probably doesn't want to. Well, he bounces back to Mekamaru that minuses 1,000. Probably doesn't want the purple JJK player searching through his deck anymore. So that's a fair. Yeah, that's fair. You can argue that maybe he should have bounced back the searcher so that the purple JJK player can't get the minus 1,000 on something again, but it is what it is. He draws one, trashes the Ichigo. Probably deciding if he wants to Bankai here. I think that might be a slight overextension, but I don't think it would be if he raises the Ichigo and then it reestablishes his energy. But instead, he just plays out bounce Ichigo, draw one, trash one, just trying to get some more filter, which I agree with that play. Swings 3K, it's a specials the Ichigo, and that hurts because you just got you dedicated 2 of your action points, and it was just nullified by someone just taking a swing. And that's the thing about this game. Sometimes it's just all RNG. Like you can have all the skill in the world in this game, but if someone has 4 specials in their life, I mean, it's tough no matter how good you are. So, but it's a game we play. He moves up Toto. Definitely gonna find a good place in the shop that does not have this huge glare, because goodness, my goodness. But anyway, he searches the Mechamaru Ray. He has to discard one. He discards the regular Mechamaru, and then he's probably gonna raid into Mechamaru maybe if he's at 4 energy. Or no, he plays out regular Mechamaru minus 1,000 to the Ichigo. And he switches the Toto with another Mechamaru, 0 cost it looks like. He swings another color trigger in the back. So 2 color triggers for the blue Bleach player, sorry. And man, this is a match. This is a match. Yep, his first life. One on one side you have your life being a special, and on the other side you have both of your lives being a color trigger. So looking through the trash. All right. All right. Plays Ichigo. Minuses by 15. Jujutsu has the bottom deck 1. Give him double attack. Give him double attack plus 1,000 and 1 attack and draw a card. So Ichigo being the real MVP per usual. Swing again. Nothing, swing again. Bottom, and it's a Miwa. I think the Miwa was I think it was draw a card. Yep. All right, so not looking good for the purple JJK player unless he can get some form of tempo going. But the blue Bleach player has a decent amount of tempo. He's got his energy established, and Barukia and Ichigo in case there is some raids in life. Plays Mechamaru minus 1,000 to the Ichigo. Gonna activate main Toto. And then he's going to raid into Mechamaru to minus the Ichigo by 3,000, I'm pretty sure, to kill him. Yep. And then probably just going to either play something out in front or reestablish his energy. Most likely going to reestablish the energy since he keep using the Toto to switch. Oh, he Bankais or domain expansions in this deck. And then I think this is a little bit of an overextension, but you are at 3 lives, so you gotta establish some bodies on field. Probably gonna play 1 in the back and 1 in the front, or special. A special would be good here. Special into playing another body out in the back would be pretty good. Yeah, but that is Boogie Woogie, and something I'm realizing is okay. Yeah. Cool. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say, our blue Bleach player is allowed to play out of 3 or less, and he plays out the Renji that he's just gonna special anyway, and he plays out another Renji. He spent wow, and then he gets a Zangetsu active trigger. Wow, and then he's just gonna block a Renji. Wow. I don't know, honestly. Like, our blue Bleach player has some amazing life at the moment. Amazing life. Gonna play Rukia to freeze the Mechamaru, and then gonna raid into Ichigo to minus by 15, and gonna Jujutsu give him double attack. So like the perfect play for blue Bleach. Gonna swing again. Probably gonna block out. Better block, or he's dead. He has to block. Block with Rukia. Nope. What is that? Active trigger. Active trigger, or active, or is that color trigger? I think it's purple color trigger. And you can play it out active. You can. So, yep. And then he's just going to block the Renji. Is he going to swing the Renji? Oh, no. He searches. Wow. That was nice. He used the color trigger to search, and then he searches another searcher. Very nice. Very nice. I don't think he discarded off the search, though. Maybe he did. Or maybe I was tripping. Maybe he searched something else and discarded the searcher. But anyway, moving on to the purple Bleaches, or purple JJK. Back to his turn, and man, our blue Bleach player, he has had crazy life. He has the Mechamaru frozen on board, and I don't know how our purple JJK player is going to get out of this with 1 life left. Honestly, he's seen like 3 specials already. He's grabbing something from his life somehow, and then he minuses the Rukia by 1,000. Probably gonna raid it to Mechamaru again to kill the Rukia. Yep, kills Rukia, swings 4K, special the Mechamaru. Yep, I like it, and he's just gonna block that. So, wow, going back and forth, going back and forth. But let's see what Ichigo's got. Plays out his name. I probably would have done that differently. I probably would have discarded his name to draw 2 off of Ichigo. So if you discard his name, you're drawing 2 off of Ichigo effect anyway. So playing it raw right there, I don't think was the move. You could have just played. You could have just discarded activate main off of Ichigo to draw 2 anyway. You know, so especially, but you know, it is what it is. He's just gonna add it back to his hand probably anyway. He doesn't. He swings 4K or 5K actually. It can be blocked, and he swings 4K, blocks. Yep. So now our blue Bleach player had a decent time answering back. I did not like playing his name is Zangetsu raw. He could have had an extra action point just by activating Ichigo main, but this is grand finals, and you know it is a rare battle, so there's probably some tension. Wow, switches to Ichigo with the Rukia, with the Toto raid, and the Toto has double attack, and he's a 5K. Gonna right into another Toto, give it double attack, and I'm just blocking with both the yep. So now, wow, that was a really nice play by our Toto player. Just gonna move everything up, reestablish energy, play out, yep, and gonna discard probably Orihime, yep, make him unblockable by 3,000 or less. Yep, and that is GG's. And the blue Bleach player was able to get it. Nice. And I'm confused because in tournament I thought that I'm surprised because in tournament I thought that purple JJK got it, but blue Bleach was able to get it. Shouts out to McAllister. Great games. He also had some great life, but he played very well. As you saw in this tournament, I was not able to get my blue Bleach plays going, but he was able to avenge me, and he did really well. Good games to both players. Andrew able to make it to grand finals with purple JJK. Don't sleep on the deck, especially with the new Mechamaru stuff. If you guys enjoyed this long video, please drop a like. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next Union Arena video.